Round 1, fight!
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Street Fighter 2 Transformers Hot RODIMUS vs. RODIMUS or Ken vs. Chun-Li. So here we are, and there they are, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. I had to show how these figures are actually packaged in here because I think this is just as cool as anything else. They're actually packaged in mid-fight here, and I think that's awesome. We have Hot RODIMUS here, aka Ken, in the middle of a Shoryuken, and RC / Chun-Li here in the midst of a spinning bird kick, and that's really cool. I dig that. And of course the weapons are just stored right there. On top, we have all 4 of the figures in this wave. On the bottom, things and stuff that I cannot read. On this side of the box, we have RC or Chun-Li. On this side of the box, we have Hot RODIMUS or Ken. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. I really dig this image right here. I love that. Love that. And more stuff that I cannot read. Some more nice artwork. You actually have a rundown here. I'm assuming that's a bio that says things that I cannot read. A rundown of the character's signature moves. There you have the moves for RC or Chun-Li. And that's basically it for the packaging. I'm not supposed to throw the box with the figure still in it. They're okay. They're okay. Also, the insert in the box here is pretty cool as well because it's a screenshot from the game itself with Ken fighting Chun-Li. That's pretty cool. Now I can throw the box. Whee! Then moving right along, here we have Hot RODIMUS and RC, or Ken and Chun-Li. Now this was a very interesting concept, and that's what made me want to pick up these sets. I do have the Ryu and Bison set as well, and we'll take a look at them in the next video. But yeah, very interesting concept here, and also I played the crap out of Street Fighter 2 back in the day when it first came out, so that little bit of nostalgia also made me want to pick up these sets. But yeah, it's pretty cool for what it is. Now Chun-Li here is based on the Generations RC mold, and Hot Rod here, or Ken, is based on the Takara version of the Titans Return Hot Rod mold. So we're going to see some more differences here than we are here, but yeah, all in all, pretty cool concept. So, as always, ladies first, let's take a look at Chun-Li here in her vehicle mode. So you can see a very Chun-Li paint scheme going on here with the yellow and the blue. Autobot symbol right there on the hood. The windshield is done in a gold-ish plastic. It actually looks quite nice. The color scheme is broken up a little bit by her legs there, but oh well, it is what it is. Yellow wheels and the underside. You can see how everything works here. She does include her 2 guns, which store just as they do on the original toy. Everything works as it does on the original toy. You do also get her 2 swords, which are also cast in that gold-ish plastic. And these can tab in to the sides like so, or tab in to the top like so. Again, just like the original version of the mold, you can take the guns and they can plug into the sides, or maybe you want to use the handle, that would make more sense. Or plug them up top. Again, as always, your toy, display it however you wish, but you have the options there, and as always, options are good. And for comparison, here she is with Generations RC. You can see the only difference here is just in the coloration. Other than that, same thing. Same thing going on there. So, there you go. So now, let's get down to transformation, shall we? So, transformation is exactly the same as it is on the original version of the mold. First, we need to pop out the guns. We just need to untab our hands from the sides here and just pull the gun out. Put that off to the side. And then we can take this back section here. Just untab these like so. Bring all that up. Take the feet and just bring them down. And just straighten the hip out. Bring out the foot. There you go. Second verse. Same as the first. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it out. Now we got the legs all done. We can take the arms here. Just kind of bring them down. And you take this center section here, just untab it, and open this section up. All of this will collapse down. Oh, we want to fold up her butt flap here. And just bring all that down onto her shoulders, like so. Tab that into place, bring the head back. And there you go. There you have Chun-Li in her robot mode. And it definitely gives that Chun-Li vibe. Definitely gives that Chun-Li vibe there. Let's get in close here so we can take a look at the head sculpt. Let's see, nicely painted. You do have that goldish plastic there on the back of her head. Again, the nice Chun-Li coloration going on there. They painted on her spiked bracelets there. That's the best I could do with just, you know, black with some silver dots going around. Actually, they're white dots going around. So it just looks like she's wearing some polka dot wristbands. But hey, they were trying to replicate the look as best as they could. But all in all, you know, again, it definitely invokes Chun-Li. Of course, you have the whole lot of backpack going on there, but that's just the way the mold works. Articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You got your wiggly-waggly. She can look up. She can look down. Shoulders are on a ball joint. You can do that full 360 in and out. You got that bicep rotation. You have over 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. You don't have anything at the waist, anything at the wrist, nothing at the waist, legs. And go forward that far, back that far, out. You can get that far. You got rotation above the knee. You got over 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and the feet can move up and they can move down. And of course you can give her weapons. Of course she has the two guns, which we showed off earlier. And again, they're the same mold as on the original version. So you can give her guns if you want. They just plug into her hands, although they are still a little bit of a pain in the butt to get in there. Because she still has the little, she has a little shelf there in the bottom of her hand, which I never liked because it keeps her from, it keeps you from getting the guns all the way down like you should. I thought they fixed this for a different version of it. Maybe they did not. I don't know. I think there is a version of RC that does have that that little shelf there in the hand not fixed. But anyway, let's not waste time on that. Of course, you can hold the guns, pew pew, bang bang, pew pew, bang bang. If you want to store them, you can store them on her hips right there. Or if you want, give her swords. Again, totally up to you. Can we get these all the way through? I used to be able to kind of wedge it in there, but I don't want to risk cracking anything. But of course, she can hold her swords if you wish. So she can slash, 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 slash. All that good stuff going on. And of course, you can take them, tab them into her hips as well for storage. Of course, you have the tabs back here, so you can tab the guns up there. So you can have some shoulder cannons if you wish, or you could have some shoulder blades, because why not? Dare I say why not? It's a thing. It's a thing you can do if you want to do it. But there you go. That is pretty much it for Chun-Li. And next up we have Ken, who is based on the Takara version of the Titans Return Hot Rod mold. You can see, done in red and black with the yellow rims, big yellow spoiler. The spoiler does have the Street Fighter II logo just printed right on it, in case you weren't aware of what this is invoking. But still, pretty nicely done, pretty simple, not a whole lot going on there. You have the blue transparent plastic there for the cockpit section. There is the underside. He rolls, as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. And of course he does include his weapons, and they are the same weapons that are included with the original version of the mold, done in some nice shiny paints. They look pretty good. And of course you can take these and plug these into the sides of the vehicle like that if you want. He does have the port in the engine block, because the Takara version of Hot Rod did come with this Target Master, so that port is present on this figure as well. So if you want, you can take one of the guns and just plug them in. You can take the two guns and hook them together, like you could on the original version of the mold. Have a double-barreled blaster up there. Hey, as always, your toy. Do whatever you wish. Now, the thing I love the most about Ken here is his Titan Master, because even his Titan Master is painted up to look like Ken. And I think that is so cool. You see down in the yellow there. Even painted some sunglasses on him. That's really cool. That's really cool. It is the same Titan Master that came with the original version of the mold here, as you can see. It's the exact same mold. They just painted it up so it looked like Ken. And that's really cool. That's really cool. I love that. And articulation is the same as all of the Titan Masters. You got the ball jointed head, the ball jointed shoulders, you got the hinge hips, the hinge on the knees there that swing both ways, your typical Titan Master articulation. And we can just have Ken driving around in his hot rod. It's clever. It's so clever. There you go. Yay. Vroom. And for comparison, here he is with the Titans Return hot rod mold. You can see there are differences. All the differences are really just in the hood section here. There might be other differences, but I'm not too well aware of them. But these are the blatant differences here. Again, we're not going to get into the minutia of the differences between the molds. We're just going to kind of focus on the more blatant stuff that's kind of staring you right in the face. But, yeah, you can see. You got those two side by side there. So that is it for the vehicle mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's just remove Ken here, little Ken. Put him off to the side. And get down to transforming. So you just want to take the back section here. Just bring that up. Spin that around. And we just take the legs. Just make sure you get those pipes undone there. And you just fold the legs down, flip up the feet, take these sections and bring them back, and you just rotate them out to the waist, and we got the lower body all done. Moving on to the upper body, you just take the arms, bring them down, extend the fists, the forearms do tab in here. They do lock in. It's quite solid on this side, and a little bit of scrapage there. But it's alright. So once you do that, you just take the hood, just kind of bring it down halfway, and you want to take the engine block and just spin that around, and bring that down to form the chest. And then this just comes up, and it just sits right in those notches right there. And of course now Ken needs a head, so we'll take a little Ken here and fold him in half and plug it in. And there you have Ken in robot mode. And they did a fairly decent job at, you know, making him look like Ken via the paintwork on him. But, you know, it works. It works. Let's get in close here on that head sculpt. Again, it's not a new head sculpt. It's just Hot Rod's head. Just, again, painted up to look like Ken. And you can see the flesh color they use there for, you know, a bit of his chest that's exposed, for his arms there. And that's supposed to look like his black belt around his waist. So, you know, via the paintwork, they did a pretty good job at, you know, making it look like what it's supposed to look like. His bare feet there. And, of course, the back. Street Fighter 2! In case you forgot what game this is from. And articulation-wise, of course, the head can rotate. It's on a little bit of a ball joint. You get a little bit of wiggly-waggly. Shoulders can do a full 360. Can move in and out at the ball joint and at that transformation hinge. You got rotation at the elbow. 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. The wrist can only move in due to transformation. You got waist rotation. Legs can go forward that far, back that far, outward that far. Thigh rotation. 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and the feet can move up and move down a little bit. And of course, you can give him his guns if you wish, so that he may do what? Do what? You know what? You know what he's going to do. Pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. So there you go. Let's get him standing here. The leg joints on mine are a little bit on the loose side, so we might be seeing a tad bit of mold degradation here, but it's alright. So there you have that. And here he is with Chun-Li. So you can see how they look standing side by side. So there you have that. And now for comparison. As always, ladies first. So here is Chun-Li with RC. So you can see how they look together. Again, the only difference is just the coloration. As far as molding goes, I don't think there are any real molding differences between the two, not that I can see anyway. If there are any differences in the molding, it's probably very subtle, because I can't tell. It looks the same to me, but there you have that. And here is Ken with Hot Rod. And again, obviously the main difference is the coloration, but there are some differences in the molding. You have the engine block that flips around on this version of the mold, and you also don't have the section that folds in like it does on Hot Rod. On Hot Rod, you have this this bit here that you can fold in. You can leave that down if you want to, but the American version, you could flip this in. On this version of the mold, this is just one solid piece here that doesn't flip in, so you do get some differences between the two mold-wise as well as coloration. And one more thing about Chun-Li, again, just like the original version of the mold, you can take the swords and plug them into her forearms there, if you want to have that going on. Why don't you want to stay on now? There we go. So if you want to plug the swords in or plug the guns into her forearms, you can do so as well. Again, whatever the Generations RC version can do, this can do also, because it's the same figure. So there you have Ken and Chun-Li. Again, very interesting concept here, but I do quite dig it. I love how just through the paintwork alone they made these Transformers look like Street Fighter characters. I think that's really cool. I think it's pretty well done. The figures themselves are, they're based off of molds that I quite enjoy, so no issues there. All in all, like I said, a really cool concept, and I like it. I like it. So there you go. Now you can pick these up at BigBadToyStore.com. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Takara Street Fighter 2 Transformers Hot Rodimus versus RC, or Ken versus Chun-Li, and this is EmGo's saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Excuse me if I'm being a little too forward here, but I noticed that you're a strong woman, and I like strong women. So how about you and me go out sometime and I'll show you my hot rod. Ah, so I see you're playing hard to get. Your fists say no, but your eyes say knife! Ah, you know what? I'll let you think it over. Call me.